ardiente mineral, al bosque austral, unidos en la lucha y el trabajo irá, la patria cubrirá, su paso ya, anuncia el porvenir.
Gustavo Torres, and I am the executive director of Casa de Maryland.
All right, tell me about the DREAM Act.
About
About the DREAM bill.
the Dream Bill. I think that is a very important piece of legislation, but we strongly believe that it should be part of comprehensive immigration reform. The Dream Act is one piece to legalize more than 2 million kids who are undocumented right over here in our country, and they are the best students that we have in our public schools. And I believe that as a part of comprehensive immigration reform, we need to include that component as a part of that.
Now the DREAM bill only includes kids and not adults.
That is correct, include kids and their parents.
And their parents.
Right. But that is the reason why we believe that the only way how we are going to resolve this is to ensure that we incorporate that as a part of comprehensive immigration reform.
Now I see. Now, what about one of the questions that seems to very often concern people? There was a recent shooting of a sheriff's deputy out in Arizona of an undocumented individual. What would you do if an undocumented individual comes into the United States and commits a crime?
Anybody, regardless that he's Latino, African American, white, who committed crime, should be in jail. If you commit a serious crime, you should be in jail. And I believe that that is part of the problem that right over here we need to clarify. People who are undocumented are not criminal. It's the act of the people, regardless who you are, white, black, or brown. If you commit a serious crime, you need to be in jail. And so that, if you mention to this particular one, if the person commit that crime, he needs to be in jail. He needs to be deported, no question about.
Should he be prosecuted in the United States?
Wherever. I think that right over here and also in his country of origin, we don't care about if that person is Latino, documented, undocumented, legal, or whatever it is. If he commit a serious crime, he needs to do that. It's our responsibility to prosecute people who commit a crime.
Now, there was a big case last year with Ramos and Campeon. There are two border agents who were sent to jail because they shot a drug smuggler who came over the border. What kind of legal protections do you think border agents should have?
Everything. I think that they are our heroes as well. And that is part of the problem of the lack of comprehensive immigration reform. Because our heroes right over there on the border are suffering tremendously because it's very open, because it's a crisis that we are facing right now. We really need to protect our borders. It's our responsibility as a country. We really need to protect our borders, but it's not enough. It's impossible just to stop right over there. We have right over here 12 million people who are undocumented. We really need to resolve the situation of these 12 million people. So that is the reason that comprehensive immigration reform is part of protecting our borders.
Do you look at those who bring undocumented individuals over the borders as enemies or as friendlies? Because very often they tend to...
They are committing a crime. They are really committing a crime. And while we don't have comprehensive immigration reform, they are going to be committing a crime because our poor people is paying between $7,000 to $10,000 to those criminals. And I think that they prefer, our community, the Latino and immigrant community, prefer to pay a fee directly to Uncle Sam, right to the criminal, and pay $2,000, $3,000, wherever it is, to ensure that they come here and work legally. So we believe, and our focus is people who is honest, people who are making a great contribution in this society.
Finally, Arizona. Do you support a boycott of Arizona businesses?
We are evaluating all possibilities. We are learning from Dr. Martin Luther King right now. Everything that Dr. Martin Luther King and the African American community did during the civil rights, we are reviewing all possibilities. One thing that I can tell you, this is an American and it's racist what is happening right now in Arizona.